Hi, I'm Anthony Serhan, Director and past President of the CFA Society of Sydney. I'm joined today by Ganesh Suntharam, Director and President of CFA Society of Sydney, and Lisa Carroll, the CEO of CFA Society of Australia. So can I start by saying, on behalf of all of us, we're thinking of all of those who've been impacted by COVID-19. This is a very serious and huge health challenge. I suppose we are all having to adapt to what is a very different and evolving environment. And I guess this video is part of us doing that adapting. You've seen videos from us before. This one is going to be a little bit more in the uncut version, which was harks back to the time when I think Ganesh and Cassie first started doing videos for us. But really, it's about us connecting to a community that is incredibly important to us individually and also as a group, and something that we built over many, many years. So we want to get back and I guess have a chat to you. So you'll see more of this. There'll be more videos like this. But I guess when you think about today and you look at any of us who are working in investment markets, one thing that's clear is that staying in touch, doing your analysis, research are all incredibly important things, and it's skills that we've learned as CFA charter holders. Ganesh, I guess what's your take on the current environment, and how are we going to respond as a society to ensure people are still getting access to the sort of programs that they've come to know us for?
Thank you, Anthony. And you're dead right in that education and research are a core part of what we need as individuals, and it's also a key part of what we do as a local society and also as the CFA Institute more globally. So due to the profound impact that the coronavirus has had, the CFA Institute globally has had to make a very tough decision, which is to effectively postpone the administration of all exams for June 2020. Now, for our candidates, this can be quite stressful. It's hard enough to study for exams as it is. But what we are working towards in terms of administration of exams for all our candidates is to have a full set of exams in December 2020 to offset the postponement of the June 2020 exams. In addition, for our members, our member education committees are working hard to keep our normal programming going as much as possible. What they are doing, though, is looking at how we can actually deliver that content in a digital form. And as an example, a number of the face-to-face meetings that Sydney have historically run, or group meetings or group sessions that Sydney has run historically, will now move online. And as part of that effort, what we are looking to do is also offer our members complimentary access to some of those webinars in order to fulfill their CPD requirements.
Okay, so I think that's going to be great, Ganesh, and very useful for everybody. I suppose, Lisa, if you think about this more broadly, how are we going to continue to engage digitally with our members?
Yeah, thanks, Anthony. I mean, we're all still adapting to the changes to our firms, our families, how we live, and of course, how we work. And I hope that everyone is staying well and finding some positives in these changes. With so many of us working from home, we do want to make sure that we can help members stay connected and informed and continue their career development as well. So over recent years, our societies have built a really strong online presence and connected with many of our members and others across the industry through social media platforms such as LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. And we'll continue to communicate and share great content and learning resources with our members so they can easily access professional learning from home, and we'll create ways for us to engage and network digitally while we still can't meet up in person. So I would definitely encourage all of our members to engage with us across these platforms so they can deepen their online community and build their networks. We want to and we can stay connected remotely.
Thank you, Lisa. I can definitely relate to that. I think I've spent many hours online over the last few days, for sure, or few weeks really. Now, another important aspect for us as a society is advocacy. Raising professional standards across the industry has always been an important aspect of our mission. And I know that Anthony, who is on our advocacy committee, has had an important pipeline of items for discussion. So I thought I might actually ask you this, Anthony. How are we looking in terms of the advocacy front? What can we do there?
Yeah, look, Ganesh, I think our members have told us advocacy is very important to us, and I think the Advocacy Council, the National Advocacy Council, continues to meet. They recently met and sort of set some of the agenda for the coming year. Look, in this current environment, I guess professionalism is incredibly important in terms of what we're looking at. So the ethics program that you've heard us talk about is going to be coming through. I think we're going to continue to promote things from our Future of Finance initiative, and indeed just that whole raft of research that's coming out. I think locally we're continuing to work with ANU on some research they're doing, looking at people's careers and as that might relate to diversity and other factors. So we've got quite a full program. We're working on that and going to keep moving. But I suppose the other thing that comes to mind for me is the CFA Institute. They're clearly doing a lot of work, and I know, Lisa, you spend a lot of time with them. I'm just wondering if you could reflect on anything that's caught your eye that's coming out of the Institute.
Yeah, definitely. We're working really closely with our colleagues at CFA Institute, and we'll continue to share a whole range of resources coming from everywhere around the world, other societies and CFA Institute as well. And you've mentioned a couple of those research type pieces there, Anthony. A couple of highlights for me though, we are about to release this year's trust survey of retail and institutional investors, so trust in our industry. And we were able to work with the CFA Institute research team to include some questions that help us assess the impact of the Hayne Royal Commission on our industry. And these have given us some really interesting data points and insights, so it'll be great to share those shortly. And I've also seen a number of short video clips that CFA Institute are doing with Marg Franklin, the President and CEO. And they're talking about the value that CFA charter holders bring to firms and to clients, particularly in these sorts of challenging market conditions. So I think it's really great to see those types of messages being shared out across the industry as well.
Thank you, Anthony and Lisa. These are definitely very challenging times, and as you can see from what Anthony and Lisa have talked about, we are still committed to delivering on our mission, which is to raise the standards of education across the industry, promote diversity, and continue to advocate for ethics and market integrity. We are also modernising the way we deliver local educational content to you as members. We continue to work on how we can actually add value for our members and also engage with our candidates. So please stay connected to us, and you'll see more of this type of content, as Anthony said, going forward. Thank you.